Hey User World, I am back with another video. It's been a little bit since I've last posted, and if you have seen my community posts, you know I had a water pipe burst in my Chicago home. And for those of you who actually reached out to me, I really appreciate it. Thanks for caring. It means the world to me. Sorry it took me a little bit to respond, but the past couple of weeks has just been chaos. Basically, I came home to water everywhere, and my Chicago home is like, what, 5 years old, brand new. So I was devastated because it was the first home I was able to purchase on my own with my boyfriend, and for it to be destroyed by water. Yes, there could have been worse scenarios, and actually was caught in time, so the damages wasn't like extraordinary or anything extreme. So I've been on a mission packing everything, and it is time for me to leave Chicago. I had planned to leave Chicago sometime this year, and this was something I was going to do to pack up my entire house anyways. And sorry, this is just going to be a rambling video. I've been all over the place. My head is just, but again, I wanted to make this video because I feel like some of us are going through this, and some of you are going through this, and I hope this helps and give you some, insight, not to panic. It's not the end of the world. But so going back to what I was saying, I am leaving Chicago. I'm going to be moving down to Nashville permanently. Now, obviously, this is not the way I want to go, right? We were planning on spending the summer here and then leaving Chicago, packing all of our stuff and moving down to Nashville for full time. It's crazy how one tiny little pipe crack can ruin your entire house. It's crazy. So I'm going to show you my house. Again, this is not how I wanted to do it. I had planned on doing a house tour and kind of giving you, my Chicago home and where I film and kind of behind the scenes. Not the way I wanted to show it, but it is what it is. Life gets to you. This is basically how it is. But when it comes to insurance, luckily for now, I don't know, I'm not at the end of the process yet. Supposedly, we only have to pay our deductible, and the rest is supposedly covered by the insurance company. So thank goodness it's not going to be, financially crippling or anything. But I will give you an update. Let me know if you are interested in an update of my experience, because, this is my first time going through it, and it is overwhelming. Yes, I have a lot of friends that have gone through it, but it's 5 years ago, it's 10 years ago. So the process might be a little bit different. So what to expect in terms of the steps, and of course, every home is different, right? And every situation is a little bit different, but I did a lot of research. But if you are interested in for me to kind of give you a recap and what to look out for, what not to look out for when dealing with insurance companies, let me know. I'm happy to do a video once everything is said and done, so I can give you a more, complete process instead of a half-assed kind of one right now, because I'm still going through it. I'm living out of a hotel right now with my 2 dogs and of course the boyfriend. So we're just trying to figure our lives out. But one thing I will say over and over again, I have the best friends in the world. I was in crisis mode. They all showed up immediately to help me sort through my life and pack up as much stuff as I possibly can so that the mitigation company can come, start doing their work, right? And I want to say friends are basically the family that you choose. The ones that show up in the time of urgency and crisis really shows you how much you should cherish your friends. So let me just kind of show you the chaos that's happening in my house right now briefly, and the madness that's happening and what I have to deal with on top of my full-time job, and of course creating content for you guys. So and then stay till the end. I will show you 2 bags. Of course, we got to talk about bags, right? I will show you 2 bags I have been using nonstop on rotation that is completely carefree. Some of it might be a surprise to you. Some of you might be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of expected, right? So I will see you at the end. Hopefully it's not too chaotic with you seeing what's happening in my house.
So at this point, I did shut off the water main from the basement, and you can see just the water everywhere. And by this time, it actually started seeping through the floors and going into the basement. So yeah, this is a disaster. I even left the cabinets open so that it doesn't freeze the pipes in the kitchen sink, but apparently that is not what I had to be worrying about. And then we headed into the basement, and all of the carpet has literally sucked up all of it. And we started moving the speakers and just random things away from the water because on that side it was a little bit drier, but this portion of it was still wet, so they have to rip out the entire carpet in the basement. So yeah, it's a tragic mess. Here's the guest bedroom. And water was dripping from the ceiling. I didn't have too much stuff in here, but you can see, oh, my foot massager. But yeah, it dripped everywhere from the light fixture. And it seeped into the walls. Apparently the insulation was fine, but the carpet basically soaked up everything. Here's the guest bathroom. And basically waterfall directly onto the water heater as well as the furnace, so I had no heat. And you can see how it seeped into the drywall there. So the furnace, both all need to be replaced completely. Okay, so this is the first floor, and they basically have ripped up all of my stuff is piled over here, and then my kitchen island got removed from the, over here, and then placed over here. I'm making a whole lot of sense, I know. So this used to be my beautiful kitchen. The fridge got moved over here, and then because the water damage didn't affect the upper cabinets, but that's a whole nother debacle, which I can get into later. My beautiful hardwood floors have all been ripped up, and this is the culprit right here. This is the pipe that leads to the spigot outside for the backyard, and that's what actually cracked and burst. They have since then fixed that, my furnace guy. And then this is the powder room. Let's head downstairs. And this used to be where I film right here. My couch was here, and you would be seeing me sitting up against the wall here. And this is the basement. So basically the carpet all had to be ripped out, the utility closet. So I don't need to show you this again, but basically it leaked through the ceiling. And then of course they had to rip everything out because you saw in the video, the water was literally dripping from the lights. So that was fun. And I forgot to say that my green couch was facing this way towards the TV. And of course, that's where you saw me sit and do filming for you as well. Now going up the stairs here. This is the main bedroom that we sleep in. Of course, boxes everywhere. And then my bathroom, let me turn on the light. Of course, my monster of a plant. We've got a shower right here. And then here is my closet. Cleared pretty much almost everything out with less tidbits, just random items here. That's my boyfriend's office. We've got the laundry here. And then here is my room. That is a complete tragedy right now. You can see my plant corner. I've given all of my plants away, which I cried a little, but they were much neglected. So it is what it is. The ones that are left went to a good home. So all of my purses have been cleared out of, obviously, and then it was overflowing. I had purses all the way up here. I had purses all lined this way, stacked up nicely. So my new purse closet, if you haven't seen that video, definitely go check that out. Obviously, it's not as nice as this, but it is a dedicated purse closet instead of filled with my clothes and then just like stacking up purses on every single shelf smashed together. Now, it's
more of a display closet and I can see exactly what I have. Whereas I had boxes stacked up here. I had boxes stacked, you know, basically everywhere down here. So it's all like smashed in there. So that's pretty much a tour of my house. Like I said, this is not how I wanted to do it, but now you can see the chaos that is happening in my life right now and the dismay. All right, so that just makes me like incredibly upset seeing all of those clips and editing it, right? So this is gonna be fun. But yeah, we're slated to, I keep asking the timeline and what to expect, but we are going to be living out of a hotel for about 2 to 3 months. Hopefully, you know, I don't want to rush them. Hopefully it's, you know, 2 months instead of 3. But then again, you know, when it comes to contractors, you want to make sure they do everything correctly. And basically insurance tells me that everything needs to be restored to its original state before the actual pipe burst or damage had happened. But again, I'll give you updates throughout the whole entire journey. And then, of course, I'm going to be spending my next 2 to 3 months in Chicago. So I'm thinking about doing a couple blogs, etc. So do stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, you know, hopefully, if this is your first time watching my channel, I'm sorry that you have to see this chaos. I do have a lot of other videos that you could definitely check out. But let's just talk about the 2 bags I was using on rotation for the past couple weeks. So the first one is my Uniqlo sling bag, whatever you call this. And I bought this a while back, and this is just a really carefree, easy bag because I have dogs, you know, they have hair everywhere, you know, especially, you know, when they're like stressed out, they like start panicking, they start drooling on this. So this has been my go-to bag where I just literally throw everything. Make sure you keep all of your receipts, like anything you purchase, all of the food that you are, you know, eating out because you don't have a kitchen or your house is not inhabitable, quote unquote, by insurance. Keep all of your receipts. And I've been buying boxes, tape and everything. And I don't want to have to think about it. I literally just shove them into my bag as I'm making like panic purchases or whatever. And then at the end of the day, I empty it out and put it in a nice pile at my hotel room. So it's just really nice that this bag is incredibly roomy. And sorry if my lighting is not the greatest, just because, you know, it is in a hotel room. I don't have my box light or anything like that, but it's really roomy. I don't need to talk about this too much just because there's plenty of reviews out there. Oh, look, more receipts. And then I've got my little pouch, my usual makeup pouch that I got from Amazon per Melissa Adams Wade. She introduced this to me and it's really convenient. I got my pills, my lipstick, my mirror. I've been going without makeup. My hair's been a wreck the past 2 weeks. So this hasn't been like accessed too much. And then, you know, nail file. I've broken a couple nails, so it's good to just have this on hand. And it fits really nicely in here. I've got my work phone, my personal phone, and of course my dress up your purse wallet here. So I've just been wearing this everywhere. And I love how, you know, this is very water resistant. It's been raining, it's been snowing, it's been misting here in Chicago. So it's nice just to have a very worry-free kind of bag. And then the sling is adjustable. So basically I've been wearing my winter coat. I've got this on rotation. Literally, I've got 2 of these and my Amazon Lululemon dupe and then Amazon Lululemon, you know, pants on rotation. I've just been washing them. I've been so frantically packing everything that I'm just like, oh, probably shouldn't pack all of my clothes because I actually do need to wear them for the next 2 or 3 months. But because I'm just moving stuff and getting dirty, going through the garage, this has been on rotation and I've literally washed this almost every day, if not every other day. And it's held up amazingly. So I'll make sure to link everything down below for you if you want to check this out. You would think that something from Amazon won't last after like maybe 15 washes. This thing has been my uniform for this incident here, but also at home when I'm working from home. I want to say I've washed this thing for maybe like at least 100 times. And the color is just amazing. It has not faded, has not misshapen, and I just throw it in the wash. So this thing has been godsend. And if it's really cute. So again, there's all kinds of different colors. My favorite is this particular color, like an olive green. And then of course these pants just got pockets on there. It's just, yeah. But yes, so going back to the bag, this I've been wearing over my winter coat and basically I don't take it off. So if I'm driving from the hotel to the, you know, house and then going to run anywhere. It's nice to just keep on you and not have to take it off and then leave it somewhere because, you know, your head's all over the place. So this is a really nice carefree bag in all kinds of weather, all kinds of situation. I never knew that this was going to be the bag I was going to use for a time of crisis. Plus, all of my bags are in Nashville right now, so it's not like I have an array of options to choose from. So this was the best option, and the zipper is not the it's not the best. It works. It works just fine. So this is what I've been using. The other bag that I've been using is my Longchamp Le Pliage tote. And I don't think I've ever showed this on my channel before because I kind of forgot I had it, but I did leave it here in Chicago. And this is something that my brother and his wife and my sister-in-law bought for me when they were in Paris. I don't really use this too much just because it doesn't have a whole lot of structure. But I did grab it because it was a carefree bag and it has just been so useful, right? You know how useful the Longchamp Le Pliage bag are, so I'm not going to say too much about it, but how I've been using it is basically throwing my laptop in here and then throwing dog stuff in here, like food and their bowls and their anything like wet wipes. And then of course I stuff like dirty clothes in here or clean clothes, kind of just like going back and forth between the hotel, you know, with a clean change of clothes and then washing it at my house because the furnace guy actually showed up. Oh my God. I like almost cried. Maybe I did cry. I don't remember. But the furnace guy, we've been using him for quite a while. He showed up immediately. And, you know, Chicagoland, everybody's having the same issue. He showed up late at night, fixed the furnace so we have heat in the house, and then also fixed the pipe. I like gave him a hug afterwards because I was so grateful that he showed up immediately instead of, you know, saying, hey, I'll come tomorrow, or he's just so overwhelmed with jobs. He knows I had no heat and I needed heat. It was dropping to like 0 degrees that night. So he showed up. So I was forever grateful. So yeah, this is the other bag I've been using nonstop. This is actually pretty interesting. You can see it's the shiny print. And then there's a little mark on here. I got this, this mark happened pretty early on and kind of annoyed me, so I stopped using. There's a bunch of Tic Tacs in there. Don't mind that. But I kind of stopped using it. But then after this particular mark right here, nothing ever happened to this tote. So I don't know what had happened, but if it's more prone because it's this shiny material, it's more prone to, you know, getting scuffed like this. But again, this is a heavy duty bag. I like how it zips, so I stuff it to the brim. You know, I can zip it up and not have to worry about things falling out. So these are the two bags that I've been having on rotation when it comes to, you know, dealing with these crises. And I will say they have not failed me. So I hope this was a learning experience for you as it is for me. And then, of course, I got to talk about bags. I got to talk something about, you know, something happy for me, right? So come back for more updates. And then, of course, when things calm down a little bit, I just want to give you this quick life update. But when things calm down a little bit, I have some time. Maybe I'll do some vlogs. Maybe I'll have some content. I got to rethink my strategy here because I'm not in my usual setup. But like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope to see you back soon and hopefully with better news and updates and kind of just walk with me in this horrible journey of having to reconstruct your beautiful house or my beautiful house that I purchased. I'll stop rambling here. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully less in retail. I'll see you all next time.